What's up, family? My name is Tiffany Nguyen. So I had a dream. I had started some of the beginning steps of it, but in January and February, there was not much other than a dream. And so I put it down that not only would I start the business, but that I would open the doors to the public. It was less about having the faith that something could happen ethereally, but the biggest struggle for me is that it was going to happen practically. That practically writing something down and that there would be practical realizations of it in this real world, in the day-to-day, something I can hold or touch, was probably the thing that would hold me back the most. And in a sense, like not being disappointed if it didn't happen, but not staying in the anticipation of disappointment, but truly staying in the space of saying, okay, God, you've given me this vision, you've given me this heart, and I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to pray into it. And so that was practically it is hard to open a business. It is really hard to open a business that requires a lease. Being first time formally in the hospitality industry was another challenge. I do not and did not have the technical credentials or the resume that would show that I should start a business. I should open a restaurant. I should open a community space, other than a heart that had like a heart to do it. I had just brought on a business partner, and we had a vision and a loose plan that of what we wanted to do, and the next steps were going to be secure a place. And we looked at one space, and in some ways it was awesome because it was a shell. A different space came up on the market. My business partner mentioned it to me, and it wasn't listed anywhere publicly, easily accessible. I'm sure it was listed publicly, but it wasn't something that was like quick to find if you just Googled it. And I decided, let me drive by this location that we were looking at, and I drive by and I see it's like for lease, like a little 8.5 by 11 sign, for lease, call, and it was just like the handwritten number. And so I parked the car, got out, took a picture of it, and got back in the car, and we went home. Called that day, and 2 days later I had a tour scheduled, and then in less than a week after that I put in a letter of intent. That space, just even hearing it over the phone, the logistics, it was half the price of the place that I was looking at for the same amount of square footage. So talk about practically God showing up. Submitted our offer, and then 3 days after I submitted that offer, they accepted it. So the space that we opened is called Ethos Wine and Tea. And so the dream of the space was to create a gathering place, and using beverages as a means to gather people. What I didn't get to share as much, and I want to share too, is seeing God every step of the way. So when we got the space, there was work that needed to be done. And then September 1st, we opened our doors fully with our 5 days a week and our full hours that we were intending to have. And we have welcomed hundreds of guests since then. More than that too, we've been able to intentionally host many events, including this past month, or I guess in February, the young adults at church. And that has been a joy in my heart to see this space being used for exactly what I imagined and then some. And seeing it come to be, seeing groups of people that I believe historically have not had spaces to easily gather. I mean, making that part of the dream a reality for both myself and our business, and for other people has been, I can't say anything other than God's kindness. We were able to welcome the African American Teaching Fellow, Fralin Art Museum had their party with us. I'm just naming a few groups that just kind of heard about us, caught onto that vision, walked into the space, and experienced a reprieve of some sorts, and wanted to invite other people in. So that's been really sweet. To hear people experience it as they were leaving after their first or second time, and catch the vision, even though I didn't say it to them, is hands down for me the testimony of God showing up again and again. Family, my story is just a small glimpse of God's kindness and His faithfulness. And I want to say your story matters. The thing that you're contending for, the thing that the Lord has put on your heart matters. Whether practically you have seen it come to fruition, or if you're in a season where it is a not yet. Believe this now and hear this. It is a not yet, because this God that I am testifying to is the same God that sees you, that loves you, and that cares deeply for your story. And so hold on, family, and believe that beauty is here and coming again. Amen.